Hey, everybody. It's time for something to think about.
Yeah.
Where we are salted with facts and peppered with opinion.
Yes. Hey, I got a whole lot of
Ladies and
opinions.
gentlemen out there, please welcome our hostess with the mostest, Janice Yule.
Well,
all right.
Lady in red.
Can't
There's
tell
a
her
song about
nothing.
that somewhere, ain't it? Red makes you just react a certain way.
Yes.
All right. Keep it in check.
Okay.
So we're going to keep it in check with Tony Caldwell
Hello.
and Pastor John
Hey, everybody.
and Tammy.
Hello.
All right. Now, you may remember, if you saw our first segment, who we are and what we do, but I'm just going to briefly give you an update. And that is that Sister Tony over here is with the Prince George's County School System. Hey, Tony.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Tony.
Hey.
Pastor John over here is the pastor of the faithfulchurch.org. Yay.
Yay.
And Tammy is the proprietor and sole owner of Trace Chic
Yes.
Hair by Tammy.
Hey.
Hello.
And me, I'm just a loudmouth. That's all.
Oh,
No, you're far.
No.
Maybe a little, but hey.
Well, you know that's why I said it, right?
Says-
Just to get other people.
Oh, maybe a
no,
little.
you're, no, you're
It-
not.
We're not
Come
worthy.
on with it. So that's what we're going to do for you. We're going to make you feel good.
That's
You're
right.
not only going to look good, because we're going to talk you out of some stuff that you like to wear, but we're going to make you feel good from
All
the
right.
inside out.
That's right.
Okay? And during this segment, what we're going to talk about is a segue from the last one where we were talking about understanding and appreciating ourselves. And we don't do that enough.
No.
Like, how many times do you just say, I want to take myself out to dinner?
Never.
Or I'm going to go get my nails done, or I'm going to get a pedicure, whatever it is you want to do to pamper yourself. And I'm going to tell you how serious this is. I said to a woman who just constantly, her face just looks like she's eating lemons all the time. And I said, what do you do for fun? And she was like, I don't even know. I haven't had fun in so long.
Wow.
That to me was just so sad.
It is.
Because she said, well, how do you do this? I said, girl, let me tell you something. I take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see what everybody else want to do. But that's what you have to do. You have to make yourself first. How you going to help somebody else? It's like you seeing somebody out at the pond swimming and about to drown, and you don't even know how to swim. So how you going to rescue them?
Well,
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
People tried.
Yeah.
But-
And
Yeah.
It's not
And
really
then
a good
they,
and
outcome.
then they
though.
drowned.
No.
Both of them drowned.
both of them.
yeah.
And I've heard of that happening in a close relationship around us as well. And I'm thinking, what were you thinking? Okay, he's drowning because he can't swim, so I can't swim. Let me jump in and have the
I'd
miracles
be like,
of
baby,
the water.
doggy paddle.
Right.
Like
Do
this.
something.
Float, float, float.
I'll be giving a whole lot of
Yeah, right.
instructions.
Grab the stick.
Do it like this.
Grab the stick.
So there you are, just up and down in the water because you don't know how to swim. So what is your nickname, Bob?
Oh,
That is-
okay. That was great.
I just thought I'd bring that up. I love that. Sound effects, too. It's great. But people used to get on me all the time because when I took the kids to the park, if I took them around a water source, everybody's like, oh, well, aren't you afraid they're going to jump in the water? I said, look, as a parent, all I can do is tell them what they
That's
need
it.
to do.
Yes.
Now, I told them that your mama can't swim. So if you jump in the water, fall in or otherwise are in the water, I can't help you. I said, the best I'm going to be able to do is stand on that shore and watch you go floating down the stream.
Wow.
So if you want to cause that kind of pain to me, that's all I can say. Because I'm not coming in after you.
Excellent parenting.
So they know, what did I tell them?
Not to go in the water.
Not to go in the water. And the same thing when we went on the cruise. They were like, well, you don't know where your kids are. I said, I know they're on this ship. And if they are not on this ship and they somewhere back there where a lifeboat should be after them but don't know they did,
Right.
there's nothing I can do about it.
That's right.
That's too much water for me to drink.
You know,
Yes.
for real. Too
No
much
matter-
salt.
No matter how big destroyer you
I
won't be able
was
to do.
not going there.
No.
No.
What about
But-
the kids want to go where the alligators at?
My
Oh.
mom did that once.
I don't.
She couldn't swim, and she just jumped into there, and then she was like, "Help, help!" And I'm just standing there looking at her. I could swim, but there was no way that I could save her life. I wasn't trained that way, so the lifeguard had to just come and save her. And I was like, "Oh God!" So
Yeah.
Right.
your example, your scenario is very true. I couldn't do anything but just watch her.
That's it.
But see, that's what this segment of our conversation, that's why it's important for you to know yourself well enough to know what you can
Exactly.
and you can't do. Well, put yourself in a situation where you have absolutely no control. And what we're going to be doing for you is to help you what? Take control. For instance, if you are in a relationship, and I'm just throwing this out at any of you, you're in a relationship with someone, and they say, come on, get up off of the sofa because we're going to go out to dinner. Do you get up and go, or do you express your opinion? How do you deal with that? What is your boundary for somebody dictating to you what to do? Do you consider it dictating, or now you're just so excited that that person asks you to go anywhere, and now you're all beside yourself? So how do you perceive that part? What are your boundaries? Suppose you had decided to stay on the sofa the rest of the night, and you just want to relax.
Depends on the relationship.
For you, it depends. What would the relationship have to be?
Yeah.
For you
It
to
depends
decide?
on the persons you're in a relationship with. Like if you're always demanding me and always trying to tell me what to do, then at that point I might say, maybe I don't want to get up and go to dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or if you are just like so in love and everything's bubbly and he say, babe, come on, get up. Let's go out to dinner. Okay, I'll get up and go. It all depends
It does
on
depend.
the delivery.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's delivering it?
It
You
is,
know
yeah.
what type of person it is, how you feel about that person. All of that kind of dictates the next
Yeah.
step.
I agree.
But at least you know what your boundary was, and you knew what the conditions were. And you have to set boundaries. So like each of you just described something that you've done where you had to just put your foot down and say, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Yeah.
You have an example you want to share?
Yeah,
or
I
what?
mean, boundaries even for myself, because I know if I go overboard on something, I know, and I told myself, no, I'm not going to do this, or how I'm reacting to people. That's my thing now. I'm learning not to react all the time, because one time before it's like, I want the last word. Certain people, I'm still going to want it.
You want the last word?
I still want the last word in because they just bring something out of me. Because I got people that's always want to challenge me with something. I said, I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm not going to sit up there. Like, I won't debate. My thing is, I won't debate nobody's religion or anybody's sexual orientation. I'm not going to debate you about that.
Right.
Because I have realized I got a lot of people that's Republican and Democrat around me as far as the school system is concerned. And they'll get like that. I say, I don't have to debate nothing.
That's right.
And that's my boundary is I won't go over there. They be like, no, I'm not going to do it with you.
That's the only way it's going to be a debate. If
Yeah.
I'm in it,
Yeah.
you can sit there and talk all day
Yeah,
long.
and you still going to have your opinion, and I'm going to respect that, and you have to respect me. That's the boundaries coming in. But I have learned I have to control myself, because sometimes I would go over that boundary that I set for myself. But I learned to pull back now, though, because it healed
you
me.
have to.
Well, you have to, because it affects your health more than you
It do.
realize.
Yeah.
It does.
There are all these different conditions that we have where it's like a trifecta of diseases: heart disease,
It does.
high blood pressure, diabetes. They just kind of go together. And all the stress that you're under will generate some sort of spark from one of those areas.
Yeah.
And now, do you want to be healthy and you want to be able to go about your life, or you want somebody to be dictating to you what to say, what to do every day?
And mine was with health, because I passed out with mine on the job. And I say, look,
Well,
this woman is going to have this opinion. I said, I've been in this place for almost 10 years. I'm going to let it go. And I never been happier in my life. I can say I'm actually happy now.
yay.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't say that. I couldn't even say that a few months ago, because I was like, I was always coming home with headaches. And then I got tired of hearing myself complain. I look in the mirror like, shut up. What are you going to do about it? You know, you either going to stop it or you're not. So I stopped the toxic.
Exactly.
I stopped that toxic relationship from forming to another year.
Yeah.
Like I said, 1 year is like 2 years to me. First 6 months and the last 6 months. The last 6 months of the year, I'm going to be on top of my game.
Yes.
You go, woman. You go, woman.
Be on
You
top
know,
of
one thing I thought about is if your Facebook is a prime example of how people, you know how we say we're salted with facts,
Right.
but they don't have any salt with their facts.
No,
right.
It's
Right.
just pepper,
Yeah, yeah.
with opinion, and it usually turns into, you could just say, "Wow, it's sunny outside," and people are actually going to argue on
About
that.
it. Yeah,
500 comments over the fact that it's not sunny when it in
Yeah.
fact is.
The weatherman done say something, but we can't trust him all the time. But they done said it. Yeah.
So my boundaries just say,
Out of-
Pastor John, I step out and I
There you
move
go.
on to something else, because I used to argue back and forth with them, but that just made me sound even more foolish
Right.
along with it, you know. So I knew what my boundaries were,
There you go.
and that was to stay away
Exactly.
from argumentative discussions.
There you go.
Especially if they are not producing any kind of fruit whatsoever.
Hey.
And a lot of people like to dictate, even on Facebook
You
or whatever.
know-
They like to tell people what to think and what to do,
Mhm.
and this is what you need to do.
Right.
And listen to what I'm saying, because what I'm saying, trust me, is right. This is what you need to. This is how you need to think. Everybody. That's how they do.
Yeah.
That's how they do.
Yeah.
Presenting them as a fact.
And but realize Facebook is a make believe land. Come on now. I'm having the time of my life, and then when they take that picture off, they're looking just as ugly.
Their life
They showing
is
right through.
the worst.
Yeah, the worst in the world be like this. My kids are so good, and then you go to them kids up there jumping off the roof. I mean, come on now.
Hiding
Be
behind the
realistic and be
keyboard.
true. I'd rather deal with somebody know they got troubles than versus to being funny.
It's just
Look,
a big
this
filter.
water cost me $1,000. No, it cost 25 cents in the dollar store. Stop lying.
It will teach you
Yeah,
boundaries if
you better
don't
be
have
truthful.
any.
That's being truthful to yourself. Like I said, you can't be truthful to yourself.
You can't believe everything.
No.
Everything. First of all, you can't believe everything you read.
Thank
No.
you.
You can't believe everything that you see.
No.
It's everything is just so false and negative and
Yes.
deceitful, and you always have to try to figure out what's the truth, what's not the truth.
Mhm.
People call you on the phone. Is this really who really called me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everything is just
And it's a constant struggle all day. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
All day
Every
long, you
Every
juggling
day.
all the time.
And I'm like, no, you can't have my bank account number. Why should I give that to you?
Right.
Good grief. But is that kind of negativity all over the airways?
Yes, it is.
And how they've learned. I said maybe I'm in the wrong profession. Maybe I need to learn how to get into people's accounts.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, they're getting into mine.
Yeah.
I mean, for real, like
Turnabout is fair
Right.
play. Let me go get into your daggone account. then.
Right. What you got in
Remember,
there?
we said peppered with opinion.
That's true. That is true.
Yes, and I use very spicy seasoning.
We know you do. Little old
But
baby.
the problem that I have, and all of you know me about this, but the problem that I have with my opinion is that people take it to heart. They're just like, oh, well, listen to her. Now she thinks she know everything. So somebody said that to me once. Oh, well, Janice, it's just because you think you know everything. I said, maybe it's because you think I know everything.
Ooh.
Because
Burn.
every time you come with me with your simple ass problems,
Oh.
I may have a solution.
Yeah.
So I said, maybe it's you.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So don't be coming on trying to make me wear your armor. I'm not.
Dang. That's
not
right.
Who I am. And then you want me to, well, you antisocial. And I said, do you understand what that word is? Interchangeable. So I'm over here reading. You over there looking at a soap opera. But I'm antisocial because I'm not with the other 6 of you in the circle, right? So I said, but doesn't that also make you antisocial because you're not over here reading with me?
Yeah.
That's a boundary, right?
That's right.
And that's an oxymoron anyway. How can you be you're either social or you're not.
Yeah.
You're anti-anything. For real. But I know exactly what you mean. You're 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Y'all so nice.
All right.
That's
She said
what
I'm
we
so
do.
nice.
I don't know. You had that group of people that's just always in everybody else's
Everything.
business. Like, mind your business.
No boundaries.
But like you said, that opinion about everything. Shut up. Don't be quiet.
You be like, okay, you're giving your opinion, and I didn't even ask for it.
Right.
Right.
Like, who does that?
And some people have absolutely no boundaries.
None.
Like a woman, when we were in the store, Tammy and I were in the store together, and this woman wanted to walk up to her and ask her, and she touch her hair. So Tammy was like, no. don't know what she getting all upset about. I just asked to touch her hair.
Because
That's her
Because
hair.
I don't want you touching me. Like, I don't know you.
Right.
People just feel like they could just invade your space.
yeah,
Yeah.
they don't respect that.
Because that's what they want to do.
Yeah, but and then when you get mad at them and turn into a lunatic, what they gonna do then?
Then they looking at you like, what? But I
You
was
so
just
loud. No,
uh,
you went over a spot you didn't supposed to go to. And especially now, who want anybody touching them? Monkey and COVID. That's enough for me.
Oh my God!
That's
Don't even
true.
talk about
We
that
didn't
monkey.
even
Yeah.
used to talk about that.
Ugh, that
Well,
gets me.
Boundaries.
Well, it's just like when you're walking and somebody say, okay, they might like your outfit. Can I take a picture of you?
No.
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 Why do you want to take a
Why?
picture of me?
Because they perverts.
And
Mhm.
nowadays, your picture will be all over
All
the
over.
place.
You seen this one?
OnlyFans
Traffic. Let's
and
don't get
some
into
more.
trafficking. You know, that's another story right there.
But it's a whole bunch of stories, and
that's
all of them are negative.
Yeah.
Right.
I said, you know what? I want a show where I could bring somebody on the show, and they've done something really great
Exactly.
to help somebody else,
Mhm.
and we want to praise and uplift that person.
That's right.
But realistically, nobody wants to hear that. Like,
No.
nobody wants to hear positive
No,
stories.
because that's all
They
like,
want to
you know,
hear the ones where the ratchet ones where,
Yeah.
girl, did you see when somebody just went over there? And
Mhm.
unfortunately, people remember the negative
Yeah.
more than a positive. Like, I could tell you, oh my God, girl, do you know I got an STD from
Right.
so and so and so and so? They will remember that 10 years down the road
Yeah.
and forget the fact that you made an accomplishment
Mm-hmm.
and you graduated from,
Yeah.
Harvard or whatever. They be like, oh, she did?
Yeah.
But
So
you remember
funny.
I got the STD from,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
They don't say it.
People remember negative stuff.
They don't want you to
They
update stuff.
thrive on it.
They do.
Yeah.
I've tested that theory in
Mhm.
social media where I would post, say for example, I would post a scripture, not get any likes. So I thought that I wasn't being effective in my
Mhm.
job. So then I posted something negative,
Mm-hmm.
and friends, people, the 700 people I have, I was starting to hear from these people, and I said, so you are looking, and I
Mhm.
typed. So people are looking and reading your messages, even if you don't think they are. They
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
are. And I had to learn that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's the thing about it, and why I feel good about this particular
Mhm.
show, because we're not going to be sitting here just talking and shooting the breeze with each other. What we're offering you is an opportunity to
Right.
get with us, because we ran a successful outreach center for 30 years.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And in that 30 years, we have had so many wonderful successes,
Exactly.
both with the adults that we had and the grown-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And each of them have a good, positive story to tell. So I'm just asking everybody out there, if you are trying to get to a place where you have a positive story, or you already have some things troubling you and you want to strive to get to that point,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be able to help you do that. And I don't think anybody else is offering you an opportunity to correct a thing that you want to correct.
Right.
Maybe what you want to do is something simple. You may get on www.somethingtothinkaboutpod.com, contact us, and my name is Serena. And what I'm having a problem with is getting in my jeans, because, I done got a butt, what do they call it, butt
BB
enhancement or whatever.
Mhm.
And now I can't wear the same size.
Easy fix.
Very easy.
Get
Girl,
stretch pants.
Yeah.
Girl, you know better.
Leggings. Right.
Some
Yes.
leggings. They call it a day.
They
How
got
about
ones that look like
that?
jeans now. They got a jean look to the
I
leggings.
mean, they go up
too.
to what, 20X? I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
You can squeeze
But
it
I
in
mean,
those.
just so it's even here, because we do try to be fair, don't we?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So just so it's even, when we're talking about you trying to get into another size, we're talking about those little people on the other side too,
Mhm.
Right.
because those people can't necessarily wear a decent looking pair of stretch pants, because they're not big enough to fill them in.
Right.
And we have problems with that, but there are ways to gain weight. There are ways to lose weight, and you have to decide which way you want. To be.
These days, a solution for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing is,
But
being
they're
real.
not apparent,
Mhm.
and that's what we're here for,
Mhm.
because those things are not apparent, and they don't know where to look for it.
Mhm.
But if we don't know in this group, the advantage that everybody has
Mhm.
is that we will find a place for you to deal with that
That's
if you
right.
want to.
That's right.
But if you want to stay in the emotions closet and don't tell anybody but us. Okay, tell us, and we'll give you our honest, peppered opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Then it'll be up to you to do something about it. But like any other thing that you're trying to correct, you first have to admit that it's a wrong
That's right.
thing that you want to participate in.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about boundaries, and because these are segments, you're never going to get all we have to say about anything in one trip. So you got to come back.
That's right.
You got to tune back in.
There you go. You got to come right back. Talk to Tammy, talk to Pastor John, talk to Tony, talk to Janice. And I even have younger people who are teenagers that we can consult if you're a young person, a teen, or you struggling with something.
That's right.
And all of them are struggling with something.
We've got your back.
We got people who can help you through that.
Yeah.
So we can teach you how to be strong and for you to understand just who you are. Because you really do have to know you. And I'm going to say that so many times that pretty soon it's going to stick like fly paper on somebody.
Yeah.
That's right.
So do you have a last word for today, Pastor John? I know you have a project that you do, and maybe you want to briefly tell us about that.
Well, on www.faithfulchurch.org, what we're doing is an agape project, and agape in the Greek means unconditional love. So what we do is Janice and I actually have partnered together to create these agape gift bags where we stuff them with socks. I had a vision a long time ago about a homeless person wearing socks. So since then I thought, hey, socks. Everybody needs socks. And I took that with faith, and you walk with faith. You walk with faith with a pair of socks. So every time you put on these socks, you'll know that you are somebody who walks in faith. So what we've done is we give out these gift bags that come with toiletries, things for COVID, for example, and we hand them out to various shelters throughout the area. So if you would like to contribute to those, it's very cost effective, whatever you want, even if it's just $1, we'd be able to use that and purchase the items needed to give out to these homeless shelters in the various areas. So you can go to www.somethingtothinkabouttpod.com or faithfulchurch.org to find out more information on these on this awesome initiative. It's the Agape Sock Ministry.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
All right, and I fully support it, obviously, because one of the things that we've done is to check with. We're working with now 3 or 4 homeless shelters that contain young people as well as adults and mixed genders and all of that. And we have already distributed over 150 bags.
Hey.
And we're trying to get to 150 more by the end of the year. Everybody, help us do that.
Because it's going to get cold.
And the shelters told us that they really need socks.
Really?
He didn't know just how much of a discovery he was making because that's the one item that they ask for all the time.
Keeping your
So
feet warm.
when we initially started, we put 1 pair in there. And now we're putting 2 pairs. So the more donations we get of socks or money, the more we can put in those bags with things that are useful to them.
Exactly.
So there are all kind of things that you can get involved in here. We've already offered you a few. And we have other things. But what we do is this together. This is what we've done. Tony and I have known each other 30 plus years, not to date her. You notice I didn't say me.
I was in my
not
20s.
to date her, but and over that period of time, we've discussed a lot of topics.
Yeah.
We've been through a lot of situations trying to get through, but the thing is, what you should learn from this is that she is now in a happier place.
Absolutely.
I am.
All that comes from talking, and everybody gets on me about talking so much, but only way you can get something resolved is for you to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
So talk to somebody.
Right.
And then take control. Take control. You be the master of your own vessel.
That's right.
Whether it's a boat, a ship, or what do you call those other things?
Tugboat.
Jet skis or whatever.
Anyway.
Wherever you are, whatever journey you're on, just know that you can. and we are going to say this 100 times before we go. You can take control. Each of you.
Yep. Take it back. Don't let nobody else have it.
Learn to set boundaries.
That's right.
And once you do that, all the different emotions that we have, whether we like it or not, all those going to come together and make sense to you. When somebody comes, oh, well, I want you to do something, well, you just say no. And then they come, well, why don't you do it this way? You just say no.
Yeah.
That's right.
Then after a while, they'll get used to the fact that when you say no, that's what you mean.
Right.
Yeah, you have to mean it.
Yeah.
The Bible says, let your no mean no and your yes mean yes.
Yeah. Even though you might feel like you going in a million directions, you can pull it together and you will heal.
All right. Well, I don't know that you can get any more testimonial than we've done today.
Heal, baby, heal.
We go ahead, heal. Don't make me have to do this to you because you were
Where are
stupid.
our candles? It's like we need candles or something.
Everybody meditate a little bit and breathe. And don't make us have to come in your face and go, oops, I thought you knew.
Okay.
Why don't you know? You know why you don't know? Because you are stupid.
Oh, my God.
Ow. Yes. Get rid of it.
All right, guys. So, look, to the next time we see you, and we hope that's going to be soon, we're going to keep coming before you until you learn it. They say you have to tell a child something 70 times before they get it. Well, we're going to tell you 70 plus because we know you don't get it at 70.
I didn't. I'm still trying to get it now.
You don't?
I'm
But we
working
don't
on
have
it.
any problem taking
That's
you where you
right.
need to go. So what is that website again for you, Pastor John?
That's www.faithfulchurch.org.
And,
O-R-G.
And have we said what ours is enough times now? One more time.
We need
One more time.
www. Something to think about pod.com.
Hey.
Well, all right. Anybody else got any contact information you want to give out? And Tammy is over in Temple Hills, I want to say.
Yes.
Temple Hills.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony is going to a new school this year.
Yes, thank
Yay.
you. Peace of mind. Thank you.
And I want to give shout outs right quick to our producers as usual, who are Raza
Yay.
and Jason.
Yay.
And my regular shout out to my granddaughter who always comes and she's coaching us and teaching us how to be adults.
Making sure we look good.
Yes,
Yeah.
Layla.
Thank you, Layla.
Layla Lay.
Layla's the greatest, everybody.
Yes, she is. And very directional.
Yes. All right, folks, get yourself together, take control, and don't say we
Take
didn't
it.
tell you. So bye.
Peace.
Ooh. That was fun.
We did it.
Brother,
We
brother.
did it.
Yes.
Sammy.
We did it.